Hey guys, it's a beautiful morning to be doing this. Carrying on with the video, yeah, I'm married. Got 4 kids and a grandson right here that lives next door to us, so he's back and forth all the time. You've seen him in a couple of my videos, Kento. The kids, they're grown or close to being grown, but they're still here, so it's a tight-knit family. We're together all the time, every day. And as far as favorite beverages, coffee's high on the list, but drink a lot of Dr. Pepper and some ginger ale. And just wanted to talk about some of the favorite places I've visited. Man, I really love the Land Between the Lakes. It's a different world over there. The Buffalo Range, Home Place 1850s is awesome. Up around Golden Pond Environmental Center, they have the fallow deer come out late in the evening, and they have elk there now. They didn't have them last time I was over there, but it's just a tremendous place. Major lakes on both sides, Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley. It's an amazing place. I may never get to go over there again, but we used to go and deer hunt a couple times a year. If you like things instead of outdoor activities, have you ever been to Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio? The amusement park? If you like roller coasters, that place is amazing. Great Smoky Mountains, the views off the top are unparalleled, I think, in this part of the South especially. I don't know, that's about it, I guess. My favorite season, probably late spring, mid-spring, this time of the year. I really like the fall colors and stuff better. But during that period, you know what's coming next. Winter, when no leaves are on the trees, and it's the drabness and the dreariness of winter that bothers me. Spring, you got the hot summer, but at least that's gonna be green for a while. You know, and things like having a bucket list and things I'd like to do someday, I'm pretty happy. I've done a lot, pretty much everything I want to do, but I will go to Newfound Gap someday and hike north out the AT to Charlie's Bunyan and see those views. Another thing I'd really like to do is I would love to go into Virginia and see the Big Three. And if I ever do, Jim Hayes, I'm going to give you a shout. Okay, now comes the most awkward moment I've had in my life. I used to play softball. Actually, I played about 30 some odd years. And about 15 of that was on teams that played in tournaments and traveled from town to town, sometimes different states on weekends, and played in bigger tournaments. We were in Middlesboro, Kentucky one time and had one of those waist-high chain link fence around the outfield. A guy hit a ball over my head. I went back toward the fence and thought I was going to catch the ball. I got to the fence first, flipped me over, and one of the bent over tops on the chain link fence caught into my waistband of my pants, and I didn't know it, but it ripped around the waistband, ripped the whole zipper out of the front, and I rolled over and popped up on my feet, and my whole pants were down almost to my knees. And in those days, we didn't have the compression pants that they wear now. We just had a jock, and if you know what a jock is, it just barely covers what you got. Luckily, I was parked in the parking lot not too far from that outfield position, ran to the car, changed pants, come back on the field. Got a real good ovation from about the 300 or so people that were there. And you can imagine every joke, everything thrown at me when we came off the field at the end of that inning. It was really embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, another thing are my pet peeves. Really irritating when you're around people who are always late, who can't keep an appointment or be on time. I get nervous if I have a doctor's appointment and I think I'm going to be a little bit late. I just get so nervous. And I have a huge fear of failure. to me, it's almost embarrassing if I fail at something. And that's probably been one of my biggest strengths in life. Maybe I've had a little harder drive to do things and do them correctly and right because of that fear. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like to fail. And now my Sasquatch and I are gonna tell you about the hardest thing I've ever did in my life or overcame in my life. And it's pretty simple. It was alcohol. For about 20 years, starting in my teens to into my mid-30s, I had a real problem. And it got so bad that one night, late, I made an alcohol run. Next day, I only remembered a couple of little bits and pieces of it. And it was about a 25-mile round trip. I knew it had control of me and I had to do something about it. So I went almost a total year without touching a drop of alcohol. I mean, not even in medicine or anything. The first 5 months of that were the hardest thing I ever tried to do. Every beer sign in every store, every bar tried to steer me in. And after about 5 months, one day I drove home from work and never thought about stopping. So I felt like getting out and running around the house. You know, I won. It was difficult. And while right now, with my wife and I go out to dinner somewhere, maybe 3-4 times a year, I'll have a big frosty mug full of beer, and I really like it. It is good, but no way, no how, no shape or form am I ever going to get back into alcohol on a regular basis. My neighbor is on his tractor fertilizing his field, so I hope that doesn't come in too loud. But let's knock a couple more things out. I'm a big introvert. I used to get off work on Friday and then head to the woods to camp out and hunt and fish, stay all weekend and never speak to another human being until I got back to work Monday. I was fine with that. Some people say, oh, you need to be checked for depression, but wasn't that. I'm just fine out being away from everybody, being by myself. You know, the main reason I even started this channel was because you read about a bunch of national parks and all these other areas and stuff, and we're never mentioned here in the Big South Fork, and that includes Pickett State Park, Pogue Creek Natural Area, and Natural Arch in Kentucky. All of these areas and in between are some of the most diverse scenery, you know, anywhere. Different varieties of formations, lots of streams and rivers, and nobody knows about this place. So I just basically wanted to give it a little bit of notoriety, maybe make it a little more popular, because I have hiked in different national parks, several more before the YouTube days, and pound for pound, this place here keeps up with about any of them in different ways. And I don't know, I just wanted to get it out there for people to see, and hope you come here and enjoy this. It's an unbelievable place. Okay, I hope I haven't bored everybody to death. Really not got an exciting life or anything. I just stay home, do a little hiking, work my job, try to spend time with this guy right here. And Kento, you've probably, if you've seen me in my videos, you've seen him a couple of them. He's the reason I am Papaw in the woods, because I had been out one day and I came back in when he was younger, and he said, Papaw, be in the woods? So when I started my channel, he gave it the name, and he's a wonderful little boy, and he dominates most of my time, which that's awesome. Plus his channel's a little bit of a legacy to him. You know, long after Papaw's too old to do anything, or maybe even gone, he can always come back and see us, can't you? Can't you?
I can do the rest of your videos when I get older, once you pass away.
Okay, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can finish your YouTube channel off.
Okay, you heard Tyler, he's gonna take it over. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's Papaw in the woods. Until next time, see ya. Say see ya.
See ya. I'm out of here.